1, 2, 3. Welcome to the show. Can you?
Grab me a positive synergy. I have been doubted through life. Been there and done it with trifling people who told me my style would not work. I told them they wrong. Been struggling too long. This song is for you. I'm proving you wrong. Get out my way. 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 Get out my way.
When your girl leave you, she's a left you. And run to the dance floor. She's really gone. She's really gone, man. Hands up. See me grabbing on my tootie. She told me smack her on the booty. She said I got too many hoes. She said I got too many shows. But she twerking. 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 Hey, what's up, baby? I see you, you watching Versace, like Biggie, my watch it, roll it, the hoe, say holy, moly, you stole it, oh no, pay for it, be foreign, go touring, a nigga, so boring, drop her off when he snoring, hit Kiki for the free till look Kiki to Waikiki, put Louis with Gucci, put a hoochie with a hoochie, we do the hoochie coochie, but I'm still grabbing on my tootie, grabbing on my tootie. Told me smack her on the
What up, Diva Time? What up? What's good?
She said I got too many hoes. She said I got too many shows. But she twerking. 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 Yeah, Ferrari retarded, no brain retarded. The hoe they taught it, they missing. I'm sorry, Ferragamo for a freako. My sister's cappuccino, baby, I'm bigger than Nino. That's your boyfriend, I bet you he know. Got your girl saying what it do, foo-foo. Got your girl let my friend do in the tutu. Yeah, she got that $1 million mouth, ooh. Spins and dine on the beat, say ooh. See me grabbing on my tootie. She told me smack her on the booty. She said I got too many hoes. She said I got too many shows. But she twerking. 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 Hey.
Let's go. Hey, 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 let's go. Let's go. Woo! Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. What up? What up? Yeah. What up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to Atmos Love Zone in the building. What's going on, man? How y'all doing on this Saturday evening? It's about 6:33 Eastern Standard Time. Let me see who up in here. Diva Time. What up, Diva Time? How you doing? V. What's good? How are you? Everybody else here, come on in, say hello, say hello, say hello. Y'all, I just want to jump on here, number one, because I missed y'all. You know what I'm saying? I missed y'all. So I said, let me come on here and talk to my folks, man. I got all these people who support the channel, and you need to come out here, and YouTube sent me a reminder like, hey, you need to go on and talk to your folks. You've been off for a little bit too long, so here I go, y'all. I want to share something special with y'all, man, before I get this show started. This right here, y'all know I just got finished doing a stage play, right? By the way, we are going to be coming to South Carolina. So in August, we're going to be in South Carolina with the stage play. So if you are in South Carolina, make sure you are paying attention because I'm going to post and let y'all know when we're going to be and where we're going to be. What up, Andrew Staples? What's good? When we're going to be and where we're going to be in South Kakalaki. For those of y'all that don't know, your boy Atlas was actually born in Conway, South Carolina. Yeah, Conway, South Carolina. Now, ask me what I know about Conway, South Carolina. Not a damn thing. All I know is that it was one of the places that invented soft drinks. That's all I know. That's all I know. But I know it's close to Myrtle Beach. So I do know that. Y'all, this right here is, for those of y'all that go to like plays and shows and stuff like that. Y'all are going to this. They have something called a playbill, right? A playbill is something that you keep with you, that you can actually like show your grandkids or something like that. So this right here is the playbill for the play I just did in Atlanta. It's called Left Me Standing at the Altar. So y'all can see right here starring Unique Angel, Nelson, and Atmos Love. But y'all, this right here is the actual little print up thing here. So it just pretty much just talks about where you're from, what you do, and all that kind of stuff, so that people can kind of see who's in the show. So I'm proud of that, y'all. This will be something that I can show my grandkids, and and the kids can have, when I'm gone or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I'm very proud of. Let's see here. Diva Time said, how long do you think they're going to give Diddy? Man, Diva Time, we're going to talk about that. My late grandmother was from South Carolina. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, y'all, the purpose of this live here is I want to get y'all's feedback. I want to get y'all. The apocalypse, what up? Yeah, man. Yeah. Atmos coming up. That's right. Y'all, I want to ask y'all, get y'all's opinion, because it's been a lot of reflection with people talking about if the Rkelly supporters at the time when his case was hot or cases were hot, if they would have just chilled and let the lawyers do their job, is it possible that, number one, there wouldn't have been a sequestered jury, which was a huge difference in the P. Diddy case and the Rkelly case? Because with the P. Diddy case, when the Rkelly case, it looked like he was really like this monster that was going to come out and give orders to kill these people. So, there was so many different things going on with the bloggers, doxing people, cars getting blown up, all kind of stuff, right? People's names and family members and all kind. People houses getting messed up and people getting kicked out their houses, people losing jobs. It was so much stuff going on. And so my question is, do you think that the Rkelly supporters are really the ones who ruined Rkelly case? I want you to really think about that, because I think that because of all the things that were going on YouTube, with some of the supporters, some of those bloggers that were just out there just like thrashing and talking crazy about the victims and all that kind of stuff, doxing, talking about the people, churches and pastors and all that kind of stuff with the Rogers and all that. Like, it was so much stuff going on that I want to know, if it hadn't been so much negative press about the Rkelly supporters, do you think it's possible that Rkelly might have had a better chance in court? What's up, Justin T? How you doing? Thanks for coming in. I really want to think about that, because let's look at the Diddy thing. You didn't hear about people, bloggers doxing people and all this kind of stuff, right? It might have happened, but you didn't hear about it coming from off of YouTube. You didn't hear about it coming off of social media, right? I think there was some speculation that maybe one of those, people that was doing reports had doxed someone or whatever, but that was very minor compared to all of the negative publicity that was going on YouTube with these Rkelly YouTube bloggers. And so I really want to know, do you think there's a possibility, if Rkelly would not have been looked at by the courts as this monster that would just get these people hurt, get these jurors hurt, if there wasn't a sequestered jury, do you think it's a possibility that Rkelly might have got a lighter sentence, or maybe even would not have just think about it. You come into the court and you can't even see the jurors, as opposed to Diddy, who you can actually see who was on there. You got all kind of jurors popping out on the Diddy case right now. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong or not, but I have not seen one juror that was on the Rkelly case come out and speak about what happened. Am I right or wrong? Y'all tell me. If you have seen, and I'm talking about the more recent, I'm not talking about 2008. I'm talking about the more recent case of Rkelly. Have y'all seen any of those sequestered jurors come out and talk about what happened behind the scenes. Diva Divine Light. What's up, sis? How you doing? Y'all tell me, have y'all seen that? I really want to know. Have you seen that? As opposed to now you got all these people coming out with the P. Diddy thing talking about what happened. White people, black, all kind of people coming out. Just saying what happened. This what happened. Well, we didn't believe the girl. We didn't believe this one. We didn't believe that. It's kind of crazy, right? I really want to know, do you really think that there's much more blame on these R. Kelly supporters, these R. Kelly bloggers, as some people call them, terrorists, that might have really played a hand in destroying R. Kelly? It really does make you think, especially when you look at the opposite on what's going on with P. Diddy. He was quiet. He didn't do too much. He just held up a heart every now and then, blew kisses to his family, right? He didn't do nothing crazy like when they was playing his music here and there, like I keep playing the music like R. Kelly was and acting like it's just a joke and it's a game. It's got to make you really think. You said it was only partially sequestered? Okay, which one, Diva Time, was partially sequestered? What's up, Latrice? What's good? How you doing? Which one was partially sequestered, Diva Time? P. Diddy's was only partially sequestered? Now, I think R. Kelly's was fully sequestered, right? That was a fully sequestered jury. So I want to know if y'all think that if the R. Kelly trial did not have so much outside interference, do you think that might have worked out more positively for R. Kelly? Or it wouldn't have made no difference? Put a 1 in the chat if you think it would have. Let me say nope, because they were sequestered. They couldn't come out. Oh, you said, so you're saying, okay, R. Kelly people couldn't come out because they were sequestered. Okay. But after they get done, though, with the trial, they're allowed to, at their own risk, obviously, come out and speak, aren't they? After they get released from the court. I thought that we had read that the judge said, okay, you're released now, and whatever you do is now it's on you, right? If you put yourself out there, then it's on you. But we've done the best we can to protect you, right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I really want to know if y'all think that the bloggers played a role with the R. Kelly case. I want you to put a 1 in the chat. If you don't think they played a role, put a 2 in the chat. Now, Atmos, why do you even say this? Atmos, do you have evidence of bloggers who have affected the R. Kelly case? Yeah, it was in the paperwork. We saw motions coming out about different bloggers and bloggers' lives being put in the paperwork, right? On how they were doing all this crazy stuff, right? R. Kelly New York trial. Nobody out here did anything to his case. There was a preponderance of evidence. Yes, it was a lot of evidence. Now, when I'm talking about Diva Divine, is when it comes to the protecting the jurors. Do you think that because of all of the doxing and all the crazy stuff going on, that the bloggers played a part in why they were sequestered? Let me see. They didn't have to stay in hotels. They went home. Convincing him to get that second set of lawyers was a terrible idea. You know what, Diva Time? You make a good point. I think the worst thing that R. Kelly could have did was when he got rid of Greenberg. I think Greenberg was his best chance at. I think if he would have kept Greenberg on, I think he should have kept Doug Anton on, because those were seasoned lawyers, and Greenberg had relationships and knew how to work that courthouse. So that's what I think he really messed up. You know, you had the bloggers telling R. Kelly what to do, who to do, and all that kind of stuff, right? Who to fire, who to hire. You had people talking about who was going to be the next lawyer before the next lawyer was even picked. Like, it was just way too much going on, and you didn't see none of that stuff with the P. Diddy stuff. Nowhere close to it. So it's something to think about. And it may be, now that I think about it, it may be because of the professionalism of the lawyers. I don't think Brian Steele wouldn't have let no bloggers be getting involved in any of this stuff or putting in motions and stuff like that. I want y'all to really think about this here. All right, let's see. Latrice says, I honestly believe if he had taken some accountability for his actions, the court would have shown him some mercy. And getting rid of Greenberg was definitely his worst mistake. Yes. I really believe that. I think that Greenberg was the best lawyer that he had to defend him. Let me see here. Sylvia all in court. Oh yeah, they was doing way too much on that side. Way too much when it came to the jurors' protection from crazies. Right. I think you may be right, Atmos. Yeah. And this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. But when you looked at the Diddy trial and all the updates and everything, you might have had some of the people that were out there covering the trial outside the courthouse, but it was nothing like what was going on with the Rkelly stuff. Nothing like that. But I really wanted to get y'all's opinions on that because I was sitting right here just thinking about that. Like, I just wonder now. I really wonder how much of a part did outside entities that really had nothing to do with the case. How much that, even when it came down to, let me see. Yes, there was interference, but that didn't get him locked up. Right, that's what I'm talking about. It's the interference. Now, I don't think it got him locked up. I guess my question, Diva, was, do you think there's a possibility that if it hadn't have been for the extra interference from the bloggers, that maybe less things would have been happening as far as a security, as far as making Rkelly look like an animal that would have got the jurors hurt, right? And if you really think about it, when you look at the when we was reading the transcripts, when we, before we just said, okay, that's just a little bit too much. With the P. Diddy thing, you heard about him dangling people over the thing, hitting on some of the people that work with him. It was crazy, right? All right, what's up, Matt Q? Matt Q said it's an industry thing. All them famous people doing it. Yeah, they are. They are. But my thing is this: you heard more about P. Diddy beating and hurting people than you did Rkelly beating and hurting people, right? You heard about P. Diddy possibly with his son that shot somebody at the studio. And the guy was, remember that? But the guy got into an argument with his son. And they was in the bathroom and the guy ended up shot. You heard about P. Diddy shooting a girl in the face. You hear about P. Diddy doing so much blowing up kid cutting. You hear about so many things. You would think that they would want to keep those people secluded, right? But it didn't. P. Diddy just looked like a guy who was just a really freaky, crazy baby oil, astrogliding, crazy sexual maniac, right? And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When I saw that he did not, when he got away with beating on Cassie, that blew my freaking mind. Like, that was crazy. That there was now obviously, yes, they probably should have put in a domestic violence thing, right? But what he might get at the most 20 years, I don't see him getting, I'm going to answer your question now, Diva Time. I don't see him getting no 20 years. I really don't. I think his lawyers are too good for him to get 20 years. That's not going to happen. My prediction, I think, 10 years for each charge he got convicted on? I think maybe they'll combine them, maybe run them, consecutive, right? And maybe give him 10 total, maybe. Time served, 9. I don't know if he'll be doing federal or state time. Is it Fed? If it's Fed, then obviously then he can, I think he got to do like 85% of his time or something like that. He could be out in a couple of years. They could give him probation. Right? What's up, Just a T? They could just give him probation and say go on home. He got some great lawyers, y'all. He got some great lawyers. He really do. Rkelly got himself into trouble. The supporters made him look bad. Right. Yeah, of course he did it to himself. But listen, he ain't need no help though, Diva. That's what I'm trying to say. He ain't need no help. He already had everything looking horrible enough on its own. But when you look at all the evidence against Rkelly, and then you look at all the evidence against P. Diddy, you sit there and think like, man, Diddy is done. And it was the total opposite. He is probably going to get some time, maybe 2 or 3 years. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I just the way this thing turned out, though, the fact that he beat that Rico is huge. Diva Time said he's getting 5 years. You think he's getting 5 years? He'll do federal. It's 85%. He may do 5 to 10. That's what I'm thinking. 5 to 10, maybe 5 with time served. 4 years. Let's see. Let's say they give him 5 years. Let's say he's already been in there 4 years. So that's 4. Let's say he get into some programs, get some training and all that kind of stuff. Take him down to about maybe 2.5, 3 years total he'll do. Maybe get 3 years probation. They suspend the sentence. Like, you never know. Okay, see, I'm thinking, okay, there we go. Diva Divine said he'll be out in a year. I'm thinking about right around there too. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe in about a year he'll be up out of there. Okay, against the feds. Yeah, man. Y'all, this is just this whole thing was crazy. How many of y'all thought that he would be convicted on the RICO? If you thought he was gonna get convicted on the RICO, I want you to go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. And if you didn't think he would, put a 2 in the chat. If you thought he would get convicted of RICO, put a 1 in the chat. If not, put a 2 in the chat. Oh, yeah, there you go, Andre Staples. And because of what you're saying right here is why I think that it's a possibility he could definitely get less, being in less than a year, or possibly get probation because it is his first offense. That matters, right? I think that does matter. Let's see. So, Diva, you thought he was going to get RICO? Yeah, I think a lot of people did. Who didn't think he would get convicted of RICO? Diva Divine, crazy boy. If you thought he was going to get convicted of RICO, put a 1 in the chat. If you didn't, put a 2 in the chat. So, I seriously thought they had proved it. Yeah, it looked like they did, right? Just a T, please. Yep. You thought he would get RICO? Yeah, I think a lot of people did. Because look at all the people that he had working with him. Like he had people bringing the drugs, giving the drugs away, having the little pink drug in the little pouches, passing them out like they candy, all kind of crazy stuff. So they're trying to put new charges on him. Oh my gosh. Oh, I wonder how that's going to go. Yep. I seriously thought they had proved it. Yeah, man. But this is crazy, y'all. It's definitely something to keep an eye on. Does anyone know when his sentencing is set for? The fact that the judge didn't grant bail lets me know he's going to get some time. Right. They're not just going to let him off like scot-free. Although his lawyer made a good point in asking he need to go free right now. Let the man go home. He didn't get hit with the RICO. Those are the biggest ones. Let the man go home. He's a first offender. He got convicted of what? Prostitution, right? It's real talk. But y'all, listen, man, I wasn't going to be on here long. I just wanted to come on here because that thought came in my head. And I said, let me come talk to my folks, man. I don't know if Levi is going to go live like he said he was earlier. But if he do, I might pop in over there and voice my opinion on Levi's channel. Diva Divine, if you could, that would be awesome if you could get on there too. I know he asked us earlier on Larry Town if we could pop in over there if he go live. I'll definitely go over there and check him out. Okay. Let me read the rest of y'all comments. The fat and then Graham Bell, no, he was getting some time. Diva said there should have been more employees on the stand. I agree with that. I do agree with that. What about that one Samaritan? The one, she should have been on there too. Matt Q said, that's how you know the system is rigged. Yeah. Yeah, what? Rkelly didn't have no money and Diddy did. Like, y'all just don't know. Like, a lot of these lawyers are friends with some of these judges. And they go golfing with them, bowling with them. They probably in bowling leagues together. Go to each other weddings, christenings, all kind of stuff. They could have backroom deals like, hey man, look, man, like, hey, do me a favor, man. Hey, let's do this. Look, you don't gotta include that. Come on, man. Look, I'll throw you. Look, he paying me $2 million. I'll throw you $300,000. You want that yacht? You want that yacht? Okay, I got you. Go ahead, make this thing go away, man. Let that man get out and get back this money. Come on, hey, you remember what I did for you? You remember when I came to you? You remember when you needed that extra vote to get in there? Who went out and campaigned for you? You remember who sent that extra $50,000 into your account to help you get that? Just saying. It's in October. Okay. Convicted of the Mann Act. Right. Correct. Okay, y'all, listen. Hold on. Let me read this here. The feds really need to do away with the RICO, especially if you're only going to charge one person. Yes. Yes, I agree. It should be all or nothing for all parties involved. I agree, Latrice. I agree. They need to get rid of that law. They say that's a very racist law anyway, right? Get rid of that thing. Just get rid of it. It makes no sense. Yeah, to charge one man. I know there's one blogger that used to say one man ain't no enterprise, right? No, in this case, it was a lot of different pieces. As a matter of fact, if you want my opinion, just my opinion, I think that P. Diddy had a stronger RICO opportunity than Rkelly did. Just my opinion. Much more. I think if you're going to convict somebody of RICO, P. Diddy definitely had a string of people that was doing stuff for him, calling, booking people to come in, booking the strippers. The guy who went to the hotels and set everything up, made sure the Astro Glide and the baby lotion was there. The people that came in after to clean it up, to do this, to take care of the damages to the room. Like, it was crazy how sophisticated P. Diddy had his everything set up. It really is. But I really want to know how much pressure did the judge feel with all the extra stuff that was going on from social media to protect those jurors, as opposed to just what they had on Rkelly alone? I personally think it brought another element of danger, of suspense, to this whole thing. Yep, exactly. I felt they proved the RICO. Yeah, it was way more laid out, way more sophisticated. This person did this. This person did that. That person did this. The Rkelly RICO with the octopus, it was just a bunch of niggas just doing whatever. Right? Yep, there you go. What's up, Be the Light? How you doing? That's right. Yeah, you're right. A Chicago judge called Rkelly's inner circle and supporters minions. Yeah, he did, as a joke, right? They minions. So honestly, I was shocked that he didn't get the RICO. I was shocked. I was. The things that we read about with this trial, with the situation with all the baby oil and the blood and the this and the that and the beating her up. And after he beat her up, he told her to get finished doing the freak off and all that. I thought that was just, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to try to bring more charges against him or what. Maybe that's why he's still locked up because they're not done with him. I don't know. But I'm not hating on the man. You know, he beat the Rico. But for them not to have a domestic violence charge in there after that video, I still don't understand why they never put that in there. Now, there were some charges, I believe, at one point that they actually took out, right? That they dropped because I guess they were saying it was overkill. Let's see here. Matt Q said they were saying Diddy was cool with the cops, even if they told nothing would happen. Hey, listen. Money. Who did that? I don't think P. Diddy had no money, power, respect. It's crazy. But y'all, listen, man, I just wanted to come on here and express that, give y'all something to think about. For those of y'all that watch this video after, yeah, the kidnapping, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Now, the kidnapping, now, one thing I will say that P. Diddy, at least from what we read, is he gave the girls more freedom to get away. He used more of his celebrity to say, oh, well, what you won't do, somebody else will. So that's why I'm kind of like, yeah, he didn't really hold them against their will, if you would say. Now, you would say, well, Atmos, he had Cassie doing freak offs for 4 days in a row and was making her do it and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I believe that when he had her younger, he definitely had her jacked up. You look like real preacher man. Okay. What's going on, Joseph Hayes? I'm not sure if you're here to troll or what you're trying to say, but welcome to the channel. My first time seeing you here. I don't know if you're a fake page or what, but it's all good. It's something to think about, y'all. It's something to think about. It's something to think about. It really is. It's a lot of things that happened that made you really think. So like I was saying, when it came to her doing the 4 days and talking about how she had all these infections and it was just crazy. Just crazy. Oh, you got years in? Okay, Joseph Hayes. What's going on? How you doing? It's crazy, y'all. It really is. I think he definitely deserves to get at least a minimum of 1 to 3 years, my personal opinion. He definitely needs to stay. I mean, get out, make your money, be Diddy, travel the world, be Brother Love and all that kind of stuff, right? There's no need to be wrapped up in this stuff. That somebody was saying that they believe this is going to set a precedent and it's going to make a lot of celebrities stop doing a lot of crazy stuff they're doing because they see that they can't get in trouble for it, right? So we'll see what happens. I'm going to kind of just leave it right there. But listen, I want y'all to know that I appreciate y'all coming over here. If you have any other questions or any thoughts, feel free to put them on the channel after we close this live out. Thank y'all for coming over here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I will holler at y'all later. All right. As of right now, we got to say it, y'all. Free Diddy. Right? Y'all have a blessed day. Peace out. Haters, all good. Thought I couldn't when I could. Woo!